Hello everybody, welcome back into the kitchen. Today is kind of another one of those random harvest sort of cookery kind of videos. We had some leftover Pico de Gallo in the fridge, which was pretty damn good as it was. And we decided to cook it up and turn it into a salsa, because as I can kind of see, that's pretty much the main difference, is raw versus cooked. So there's not a whole lot left of the Pico de Gallo. I had to go out, grab some fresh ingredients. I got some more tomatoes, I got some more peppers. I guess I should probably chop another onion, but basically I'm bringing you guys along to see how simple it is to cook up a salsa, right? So here we go. So here is our basic leftovers of the Pico de Gallo, sitting there, good to go. Can't wait till we get like one of those lights over the range. That'll be nice. 1 or 10 renovations down the road. Anyway, here is our starting point. So yes, peppers, tomatoes, maybe some onions, cilantro, bit of lime. Oh yeah. On top of our wonderfully colorful towel here, we have a few El Oro de Ecuador peppers. I'm going to be grabbing the seeds from those, of course. A couple of the ají penics from the aquaponics. They're a little leathery right now, but that's fine. It's all going to cook and blend together. Here we have, I don't even know what this one is, to be honest. Those two, I believe, are matchbox peppers. And here we have a couple of the ají ajuchapan. Nice yellowy orange. Seems to be about when they're ripe. Pretty decent flavor. Nothing here is terribly hot, but the season's not done yet, so we'll see. Got some tomatoes that were given to us from the folks at the community center. Got a bunch of tomatoes from out in the yard. There's like Manitobas and pear tomatoes and celebrity hybrids and sweet aroma. There's all kinds of stuff in here. I should actually dump that out here. Cut a nice pile of seeds saved here from the ají ajuchapan. Fascinating spelling there, Shocks. I've got some El Oro de Ecuador seeds here. Learned a neat little trick from watching Gordon Ramsay about carving your peppers. It's a fantastic way to get that core out with most of your seeds fairly intact. So I got a lot of good seeds out of those peppers. There's a couple of bunk ones in there too, but whatever. And ultimately we're adding this pile of goodness into the pico towards our salsa. Down you go. Get in. Oh, you're going in with the tomatoes then. Now I think we all know tomatoes are just far too squishy to get away with something like that. So I'll be putting them in here, and we'll check back once it's all starting to cook on the stove top. So we've got our pico with the peppers. We're going to dump in all our extra tomatoes. A little bit of that recent tree berry melomel, just for a little flavor. A little bit for me here on the side. Waste not, want not. Alright, still a lovely color on that. Haven't started the coffee one yet, but all things in time. So I'm just going to throw this on low heat, slap a lid on it, and let it cook itself down for, well, at least an hour. And then we'll probably take one of those little hand blenders to this. Let's mix it up first though, see what kind of color we've got in there. Alright, so the ratio of yellow to red there is not quite as bad as I thought. Yeah, I'm excited to see what this looks like after an hour of cooking down. For you, it's going to be like 2 seconds. Okay, so here's the deal. As those tomatoes have been cooking, they've been releasing a whole lot of moisture. So I cranked this up to medium, and we now have a decent rolling boil, working through some of that liquid mass. It's been about an hour, and not quite ready to stop cooking it. So I'm probably going to give it another 30 minutes or so here, and then turn off the heat. Odds are we'll check back then. We let this cool off for about an hour after it bubbled down to a thickness I was okay with. I think this is well and truly overcooked. Next time I'm going to do things a little bit different, but it was kind of a spontaneous, let's turn the leftovers into something new. So the real test is, how does this taste on a chip? Alright, well, you folks know that normally I would wrap one of these videos up with a tasting, but as you can see, we kind of finished off the corn chips while it was cooling on the stove last night. And out of all that, this is all that's left in some, I don't know, some old cheese container or something, cherries. But let's take a look at it now that it's had some time to chill out in the fridge. It's not a terrible consistency, but I still maintain that was overcooked. That is going into some huevos rancheros though, so it's not going to make too much of a difference there. Well, that's going to make a huge difference in the huevos rancheros, but the fact that it was already overcooked as it became salsa, not going to be problematic. Kind of what I was saying. Anywho, yeah, it's day 2. I changed. Like I said, we wiped out the rest of the chips testing that salsa. It worked out really well. Next time, you know, I will just cut my fresh ingredients into smaller pieces, probably use a mandolin. Next time I will not cook it anywhere near as long, maybe half an hour. And as much as I enjoyed throwing that little bit of mead / melomel into there, the extra moisture didn't help. So I'll skip that too. Otherwise, yeah, Pico de Gallo to salsa. Pico de Gallo to salsa. I probably pronounced all of that wrong yet again. Pretty easy, great way to use up some garden harvest, and I strongly recommend either or both. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Have yourselves an absolutely fantastic day ahead, and don't be afraid to play in the kitchen.